Right. Well, now returning to our breaking news. The new strikes carried out by the U.S. military in around the Strait of Hormuz. Our White House correspondent Kimberly Halkett joins us live. Kimberly, it wasn't really clear, was it, what was going to happen when Donald Trump had posted on social media, and then we see this news come in, a statement from the U.S. military. Can you tell us what it said exactly?
Yeah, that's right. The U.S. Central Command sending out a statement that follows, as you point out, Donald Trump's call against Iran for really condemning it for the attack on the commercial ship that took place on Thursday. The U.S. president, Truth Social Post, called that a foolish violation of the ceasefire. And as a result, what we now know is that the U.S. has responded. Central Command saying that it responded with conducted strikes against one of the conducted strikes against Iran for its drone attack that occurred on Thursday against 4 commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz, one of which we know was actually damaged somewhat. And so I think it's important to note in all of this that what CENTCOM is saying is that this is unwarranted aggression against a commercial ship. But I think it's really important to note, Sarah, that the United States is making a point and a distinction about the type of ship that was hit. It was a commercial ship, not a warship, that was hit by Iran. And so we see this response by the United States as being particularly measured. Why? Because there are negotiations going on. We're in that 60-day window following that signing of the Memorandum of Understanding to de-escalate and continue the ceasefire. And so I think we have to look at the CENTCOM response that the United States has retaliated, if you will, Donald Trump's Truth Social Post, and also, I should point out, Donald Trump saying in the last hour from the Oval Office, when asked if there would be a response by the United States, he said, "You'll find out. You're going to find out." Well, now we found out. The United States is very clearly trying to keep diplomacy alive, while at the same time deterring Iran from any future aggression. So it's clear from all of this, whether it's the Truth Social Post, the words of the president, or the actions in the statement from CENTCOM, that the United States is looking to preserve freedom of navigation, but also diplomacy.
All right. So earlier when Trump was saying, he described it as a foolish act by Iran striking a commercial vessel. I mean, Iran has said that they didn't really even say that they had carried this attack out at all. So we haven't had any official word on that just yet. But when he said that and then has now followed with this, doesn't that risk the Memorandum of Understanding that is in place at the moment?
This is the first real test since that Memorandum of Understanding has been signed. And it doesn't matter that Iran hasn't claimed responsibility. If the United States perceives, then perception is reality, at least in the United States' eyes. And so as a result, it has responded. But this is, as you point out, the first major military retaliation since the ceasefire, since the Memorandum of Understanding. So this is clearly a major test of diplomacy for the U.S. president. And what this does is, again, essentially broaden things out. This is the United States saying, look, we're going to preserve freedom of navigation. We believe Iran targeted a commercial ship, but we also noticed that you didn't target one of our U.S. warships. And so as a result, once again, this is a more measured response by the United States. And as you point out, the U.S. president not only saying and warning Iran of this, but in his Truth Social Post calling this a foolish violation, hoping that this action by the U.S. military will deter Iran from any future alleged attacks by Iranian drones against commercial ships in the Strait of Hormuz.
Right. So, Kimberly, given that it is stipulated in this Memorandum of Understanding for the free passageway of vessels through the Strait of Hormuz, where are we now with those discussions? Because the U.S. Secretary of State had earlier said that the technical teams are meeting. Do we know what next when it comes to this Memorandum of Understanding?
Well, I think it's important to note that this has all been very fluid. And while the technical teams did remain on the ground, we know that there are still discussions going in order to try and bring back the participation of the high-level participants. But for now, we know that the Secretary of State is no longer in the region. He's back in the United States. The U.S. Vice President also. And we know that he is the front man for that. So the negotiations continue. And this is certainly challenging that.
OK, thank you very much, Kimberly Halkett there speaking to us from the White House. Let's now go to...
Thank you so much for watching. Drop your opinions in the comment section. Let's know what you think. For more news and updates like this, subscribe. I really appreciate your time for watching. Bye for now.